Hey, Blueprint listeners, I've got a very short but incredibly exciting announcement to make today that I didn't want anyone to miss. I've been cooking up something exciting for everyone, a special season that I think everyone is going to be incredibly excited for, and finally now I can announce what it is. If you've been working in a SOC in the past few years, there's a good chance that you've run into MITRE's recently updated ebook called Top 11 Strategies of a World-Class Cybersecurity Operations Center by Kat Knerler, Ingrid Parker, and Carson Zimmerman. It's an incredible free resource that walks through all the most important considerations when building a security operations team, and something I think every SOC analyst and manager should have in their library. I put a link in the show notes for those who may have not seen it. Coming up in my own career as a SOC analyst and manager years ago, the first edition of the document was something I found myself constantly referencing for inspiration and best practice. And when the new version came out in 2022, I knew I had to give it a look. As I expected, it updated and expanded upon the original in a bunch of incredible ways, and is a document I expect to continue to inspire cyber defenders for years to come. Well, as fate would have it, two of the authors, Carson and Ingrid, happened to be at last year's SANS Blue Team Summit in Phoenix, where we got to chatting. And after some brief discussion, we realized Blueprint would be an incredible location to get the message about the new book of the top 11 strategies out to a wider audience. We quickly realized that just one episode was never going to be enough, so instead we hatched a plan to get all three authors to walk through every single chapter in the book in a special season, one episode per chapter. They're going to explain why they picked those 11 strategies, the key points they'd like to share, and also go further with additional detail that they weren't able to put in the book. And that's exactly what I'm here to announce today, a full, dedicated season with Catherine, Ingrid, and Carson coming soon, completely about the practice of running the best possible security operations team. We'll be covering technical and managerial aspects as discussed in the book, but it's not only going to be a discussion between us, we want you to participate. A week or so before recording each episode for each chapter, we're going to be putting out a call for questions on social media. Just simply reply with any question you have about the upcoming chapter, and we'll do our best to fit them into the episode. To put in a question, simply follow me, John Hubbard, on LinkedIn to see the posts, and then just reply with any questions you have for the authors. I hope you're all as excited about this special season as I am. Knowing how big of a help the first version of this document was when I was newer, I expect this newer version, especially with the Blueprint supplemental season to go with it, to be equally, if not more, useful to all of you, no matter where you are in your career. We don't have a chosen release date yet, as coordinating all four of our schedules for recording is going to be a bit of a juggling feat, but we hope that we're going to get them out in the next few months, so stay tuned for updates on the podcast feed, and thanks again for listening. Here's to an amazing 2023 for all of you cyber defenders.